Now, fly tipping, it's a pain in the neck, isn't it? And it seems to be getting worse in some places. Dealing with fly tipping in Colebrook has become a major challenge. But, it's not alone, Colebrook. Across our patch, more and more people are having to deal with this problem. The chair of Colebrook's Neighbourhood Action Group has called for more residents to step up and help tackle the problem, especially in the parish there. Raymond Davis is with me right now. Hello there, Raymond.
Hi, good afternoon.
Obviously, it's got to... a lot of people are suffering with... wherever you are, it seems to be one of those common thorn in the sides, as it were. But it's another problem for you, I imagine.
Well, it is, yes, and it's extremely unsightly, and it's one of these issues that, unfortunately, you can't ignore. It doesn't matter which part of the way into Colebrook you come, there's stuff lying all over the place. But we've tackled it as best we can for the last 12 months. We've had a lot of support from Slough Borough Council and many committed individuals within Colebrook and Poyle. And we are making progress, and we've had some good successes in the last 12 months too.
What sort of things are you having to deal with, though?
Well, from the Horton Ditch, obviously that's the road that runs from Colebrook to Horton Village. Fairly big ditch. It contains settees, beds, things that you simply wouldn't expect to find, but unfortunately they were in there. But it's now been cleared. We've managed to persuade Slough to assist us in terms of CCTV in certain areas, and we've had some success on that. And the Horton Road the ditch is very clear. I took photographs just in the last month and put them onto the Colebrook Views website, which is a very good source of information, and people can see the before, what it was like before the clear-up and what it's like now.
When it comes to this rubbish, what are the implications? OK, it's unsightly, aesthetically it's not pleasing, but of course there are probably health issues. And also, you mentioned a ditch there. I imagine if we have a lot of rain, that ditch is used by water. If that's blocking it, it can cause problems. Absolutely,
and that was part of the problem because we've had some flooding in Colebrook in the last couple of years. And obviously there's a lot of ditches in and around the village, and they're all part of the flood relief system. And yes, that particular ditch that runs along the Horton Road, if that had been left the way it was, clearly during the flooding or any future flooding, it would cause a fairly major problem in certain parts.
I imagine when you spoke to the council, they're having to deal with fly tipping across their patch, and similar stories for other councils as well. But why is it that happening there? Is there a particular reason, or is it, are you close to a dump and people realise that actually it's going to cost them a fortune to get rid of a sofa? What's the reason, do you think?
Well, I think it's very convenient for a lot of people because we've got two entrances, one at Longford near Heathrow Airport and one at Junction 14 from the M25. They're very easily accessible at that point, and people can drive along the M25 or the A40, whatever it is, and come into Colebrook in an area where it's fairly quiet at certain times of the day, particularly at night time, weekends, and under cover of darkness. People then just stop a vehicle, lorry, van, and chuck stuff on the side of the road or over a hedge or whatever it happens to be and drive off. And as far as they're concerned, they've got rid of this stuff, and unfortunately we've been left to deal with it.
Yeah, damage done. And given the M25, that could be anywhere across the south. This could be anywhere in the UK. People are suddenly saying, do you know that? I know a great place to get rid of a sofa.
Yes, that is the problem.
Yeah.
It's obviously not just Colebrook. As you said at the beginning, it's in other parts of Berkshire. In fact, I think it's probably fairly widespread across the UK. But we're trying to deal with it as best we can in the area, obviously, where we live, because it's just a really pain in the neck.
Yes, just finally, how people can help you within Colebrook?
Well, we've got a campaign that's ongoing at present, and it'll continue, obviously, working with the local authorities and with other local authorities that Slough are helping us with, like Spelthorne and even Highways England. But we need more people, obviously, to be involved on a daily basis and to report things if they see it, as well as helping us in the campaigns that are coming up, like the clean-up campaign in March related to the Queen's birthday. We're trying to recruit people to help so that we can get teams all over Colebrook and Poyle to assist in a massive clean-up, not a major issue, big items like settees, but litter and other rubbish that's been just chucked aside.
All right, well, Raymond, good to speak to you. Thank you very much indeed. Chair of Colebrook's Neighbourhood Action Group, and yes, they need you.